had a good start to my day. Waking up at 8 a.m., I grabbed the 16 Pro Max off the 3-in-1 Mophie MagSafe charging station, so we start out the day with 100% charge. After getting up, I immediately went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. I'm using the 16 Pro Max to set a timer for 2 minutes because bad breath is a non-negotiable. While I'm brushing my teeth, I begin to think through what tasks I need to complete for the day and how I should prioritize them. One of my favorite and most consistent routines has been to make coffee first thing in the morning, but before we do that, I'm gonna open Spotify and look for a relaxing morning inspired lo-fi playlist to get me into flow state before I start my day. Good morning, New York. Welcome to my day in the life with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Just making some coffee. It's currently 8:50 a.m. I woke up just around 8 a.m. today. The plan for the morning is to make some black coffee. We don't have any coffee pods, so we're gonna be using the Smeg today. And then we're gonna go for probably like a 3-4 mile run. It's a pretty gloomy day. It's been gloomy like the past week because of the hurricane. But we're not gonna let that stop us. If you all were wondering why I was wearing glasses, these are the Meta Ray-Ban wafers. They are not prescription glasses. I just was wearing them because I don't like putting headphones inside my ears early in the morning or even wearing overhead headphones. And the music from these glasses are great. And also my Shocks open ear headphones were dead when I try to use them in the morning, so they're charging. But yeah, I definitely don't wear glasses and I don't wear them inside. Now that the coffee's ready, I'm gonna dive into the 16 Pro Max's stunning Super Retina XTR 6.9-inch OLED display, fully in the zone to catch up on the economy and stock market news before markets open here in the States. Since I had a semi-early start to my day, I'm gonna go for about a 3-mile run using the Nike Run Club app to log the run and Apple Watch Ultra 2 using the outdoor workout pacing setting so I can compare my running pace with the pace I set as a goal for this workout. I figured this would be a great time to test out the video quality at 4K 120 frames per second, converting it to 30 frames per second for slow motion. As a videographer, I can't speak to how incredibly powerful it is to now be able to adjust the frame rates of the original video files in the camera app. Had a Pro Max in years. Like, I can't tell you the last time. I think it's been like 3 or 4 years. I started gravitating to the Pro phones, and one of the main reasons is because of the smaller form factor and the regular Pros packing all the same features and power that the Pro Max phones have. However, after using the Pixel 9 Pro XL and the S24 Ultra, I feel like at this point I can't not have the Pro Max be my daily driver. For one, running a business and having a 9-to-5, I'm constantly using my phone to like email, send Slack messages, review documents, and it's just much better having a larger screen and just having more screen real estate. And this model has a 6.9-inch display compared to 6.7-inch from the 15 Pro Max from last year. Now I know that Apple Intelligence is not here yet. However, I've been using this phone for a better part of a week, and there are a lot of features that I think are a bit underrated, and I've enjoyed using this phone in general, so I'm excited to talk to you all about some of my favorite iOS 18 features and how incredible this new camera is. iOS 18's new control center brings a fresh level of customization and functionality to your iPhone. You can now resize, move, and group controls, tailoring the interface to your specific needs. I've really enjoyed having the ability to swipe through different sets of controls for a more organized experience. A new controls gallery simplifies adding or removing features to your control center. This revamped control center enhances usability and personalization, making it one of my favorite features for iOS 18. And maybe the most slept on feature, customizing the theme of your home screen. Simply long press until the app icons start to wiggle and tap edit, then tap customize. You then have control over the size of your icons, light, dark, automatic, and tinted themes, and you can even use this eyedropper to precisely match your icons with your wallpaper color. have a case, so I'm heading into Manhattan to go to Peak Design to pick up their everyday case for iPhone 16 Pro Max. They somewhat recently opened a store in New York City. I know that we have B&H, but it's pretty far from where I live, so being able to go to one of the best phone and camera accessory stores in a matter of 20 minutes is really clutch. Testing out the performance of the iPhone 16 Pro Max while riding the subway is a fascinating experience that makes these videos so fun to shoot, along with testing out the display and how well the phone performs on multitasking, switching between apps, and tracking my commute progress. Despite the challenges of a moving environment and signal interference being underground, the iPhone 16 Pro Max was impressive with how bright the display was, how quickly I was able to switch between apps, and not experiencing any lag while on the train. The device's A18 Pro chip ensures smooth multitasking even when switching between apps like streaming services, social media, and navigating tools. The 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR display remains vibrant and clear, making it easy to watch videos or read articles during my transit commute. Overall, my iPhone 16 Pro Max experience during my transit commute was a reliable companion to me as a subway traveler, offering a seamless performance and connectivity. Before I head to Peak Design, I want to test out camera control, the new 48 megapixel macro and ultra wide camera, along with the new 15x optical zoom in the financial district. I figured it's probably the perfect time to test out the new 15x optical zoom, along with seeing how easy it is to use camera control in a real world setting like this where there's a ton of people. For the camera control, you simply tap, get that haptic feedback, and that will open up the camera app. So first I want to test out the new 48 megapixel ultra wide lens. All right, so off first impression, the ultra wide camera looks so good. Like I could see me using this as a replacement, even for my mirrorless camera, even when I'm doing like campaigns for brands and need high quality images. After using camera control for the past like week or so, I've noticed that I think the zoom is really smooth. My only issue with it is the placement. So it can be kind of tricky to get camera control to work and to actually complete the gestures. But if you do use it, it's better to use it in vertical mode like this. So simply tap camera control, and then if you tap it again, you can swipe between different modes. The 5x for the telephoto is really sharp. So let's zoom all the way into 15x. Dang, we can almost see inside the building. My first impression of the iOS 18 update to the Photos app is that it's extremely confusing. Like I find it really hard to find my new albums, find my favorite section. I'm not really sure why there was a change that was made. Visually, it looks interesting, but I just don't find that the app is too functional. Plus, with the weather finally being bearable here in New York, I decided to walk the last bit of our commute to Peak Design and live a bit more spontaneously. I wasn't planning this, but we stumbled upon one of my favorite post-run morning coffee shops, Variety Coffee. It's one of my favorite places to go after taking a run, specifically a run that requires me to cross the Brooklyn Bridge into Lower Manhattan. The coffee's good, not amazing, but the ambiance is chill. During the weekdays, it's not as touristy, and it has a historical vibe to it. The energy was so vibrant in Manhattan. There were millions of people walking through Soho, no surprise here. I think the best thing about New York is that you can't tell the day of week nor time of day based on how active the streets are. The city truly never sleeps. We pulled up to Peak Design. It has one of the coolest showrooms. You're first greeted with a very open concept space with a small scale amphitheater seating nestled to your right with some bohemian inspired furniture. In the middle of the store are almost a farmer's market styled table layout for you to demo whatever accessories or bags that catch your eye. I've been using the everyday case for about a year now and didn't realize that all these different colors you could choose from. I've been using the charcoal case for my iPhone 15 Pro, and although the case is minimal and functional, providing the attachment needed for me to use it for my Super 73 bike mount, I always thought the case was kind of boring because the natural titanium is already gray and toned down, so the natural titanium paired with a charcoal case just looks flat. However, checking out the everyday case in black in person, it looks really clean and the fabric appears more matte and sleek, making the case look a bit more modern. So of course I decided to go with that colorway. I unintentionally fasted to about 4 p.m. today, so I had to prioritize getting some fuel, and since we were in the area, I thought this would be the perfect time to try out this bowl, a fast casual restaurant in between NoHo and Nolita. This is one of my favorite areas in Lower Manhattan. The streets get wider, the vibe is a bit more chill, there's cobbled roads. Also, Kith and Away Luggage is located over here along with CHCM, one of the best menswear stores in all of New York. After ordering, we ended up waiting like 10 to 15 minutes to get our food. I guess miso eggplant takes longer than the other protein options. Either way, this was an opportune time to use a 15x zoom to see what was missing from our bowl that caused this delay. My friend Justin got a vegetarian bowl and I got a beef bowl. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It was worth the wait. If you come here, you have to check out the spicy chili sauce. While eating, I caught up with some of my notifications using the new tap back animations from iOS 18 to reply to some of my friends who had more animated responses. Time really flew today, so I made my way towards Upper Manhattan to check out the new release from Stussy and Our Legacy. I took the 6 train and walked for a bit, taking in the blue hour ambiance of Manhattan.
It's almost 6 p.m. We have 15% battery life left and we're on our way to Dover Street Market. There's this new release from Stussy and Our Legacy, 2 of my favorite brands. They did a collaboration and a drop today, and Dover Street Market is one of the few stores, if not the only store, outside of Our Legacy that got the pieces in person.
Dover Street Market is a high-end clothing and fashion-forward store with a museum-like showroom. I don't think I bought more than like 1 piece here, and it happened to be the cheapest brand in the store, which is Stussy, but nonetheless a really cool store to visit, especially when I'm testing out this iPhone 16 Pro Max camera. The New York City store is known for its museum-like layout, featuring a fully glass elevator that whisks shoppers up and down its many floors.
You know, we got to test out the selfie camera. No difference from the previous generation, but still have to do it. I'm curious to see what I can do in post in terms of like audio mixing and blacking out noise in the background, but here you go, selfie camera, iPhone 16 Pro. Looks consistent. That's one of my favorite things about iPhone is that no matter the camera you're using, the focal length, transitioning between different lenses, the colors, the picture stays consistent and there's no drop off.
To wrap up the night, I had to add some finishing touches to a few campaigns I was working on. We grabbed some food and took in the amazing view of our neighborhood at night.